Kuguza, sema kuguza. Kuona. Kucheza nayo. Au kupiga picha. Usiliguze. Sema usiliguze. Usiliguze. Usiliguze.
Usiniguze. 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 Usiniguze.
Hello everybody, wherever you are, I hope you're doing good. My name is Hezi, and definitely the program on here is The Hez Show. Today I'm so privileged to be hosting one of the phenomenal women in the society, and she's running an initiative called Don't Touch Initiative. Karibu sana. Tell us your name. Now to maybe brief your background history. Alafu sasa tueleze what kind of initiative is this. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so humbled to be here today. My name is Shakwei Barsulai. So many people know me as Shakwei, Teacher Barsu, Mwalimu Don't Touch, Mama Don't Touch, Mama to All. With the initiative called Don't Touch Initiative, mainly based in Elgeyo Marakwet County. This initiative, I'm a teacher by profession, a primary school teacher. I love children and anything about a child. You know, as a teacher, your first client ni mtoto. And therefore, for me to be who I am today as a teacher, anything that I do, ikuwe focused kwa huyu mtoto ambaye ni either ni mdogo, but ambaye yuko chini ya miaka 18. And therefore, I run there's this my initiative called Don't Touch Initiative. And you will ask, what is Don't Touch? What is it that you really don't want us to touch? Definitely. So Don't Touch Initiative is an initiative that educates, sensitizes, and teaches the society, more so the small children who are below 18 years, that apart from them having all these body parts, you know, in school, we teach them there's body parts, remember head, shoulder, knees and toes, this song that we sing, different parts of the body, but there are these parts of the body that no one is supposed to touch, see, play, or take photos of them. And they are called private. Yes. Private parts. So these private parts, we just educate and teach them and tell them that it's not supposed to be seen. It's not supposed to be touched. It's not supposed to, the photos are not taken of the private parts. Reason being, there are so many cases of defilement. Yes. And so many cases are not even coming out. So many children are being defiled in silence for both boys and girls. The Don't Touch Initiative is for both boys and girls. And so we do the Don't Touch, and the Don't Touch now we teach them of different parts of the body.
Wow. Yeah. Fair enough. Now we answer the initiative, you know, it's something definitely kuna kitu maybe ilikufanya ndio ukasema let me start running this initiative. How did it start and when did you maybe start it?
Okay, I used to do it in school, where I used to teach initially at Kapsio Primary School. But now, when Corona pandemic came, I just felt there was this number of girls who were getting pregnant during that period when they were supposed to go back anyway, because so many girls, young girls, who are getting pregnant. And so I felt that I'm home. Is there something else that I can do to the society and the country at large to sensitize these children and tell them, you know, sometimes the reason why you ask yourself, why would a very small girl, even without, I'm sorry to say, the breast, but she's pregnant. I understand the youngest is 9 years in Kenya. So you can imagine a 9-year-old girl. Do you think that girl went to the man or the man looked for this small girl?
That's a question. Is it the girl, Ama?
Yes. When it comes to our children, are they, you want to tell us today that they are the ones who are looking for you men? And you men, do you think that it is right for you to be touching those parts that are private? And so the number was going up. You go through the news and you just feel sad. You listen, you switch on your radios and you hear kids, girls, and young boys and girls are being molested. The boys are being sodomized right, left, and center. The girls are being defiled even to the youngest age of 2 years. And that's when I just said, enough is enough. I needed to do something. And Don't Touch was this and this. That's where Don't Touch was really born. So March 2020.
Why the name Don't Touch?
Don't Touch is just a name that people, if I introduce myself and I say, today I'm Mama Don't Touch, you'll ask, touch what? What is it that you don't want me to touch, And so Don't Touch is just when the name itself, Don't Touch. And even the child, when the child, you ask a child, don't touch, the child says, don't touch me. Now you ask, where? The question comes, yes, where? And then when it comes to our girls, you teach them that, we also teach them that nobody for girls is supposed to touch their mouth. Reason being, the mouth also can transmit diseases. So they should be them kissing their friends and allowing people to kiss them. It is wrong. It's part of private. Thank God, maybe sometimes they get confused when they see the mask. But maybe the mask can even help more because they should know that it is private, because it is hidden. Then we come to the breast, that we are tuko kwa wasichana. The breast for girls, it should not be touched. The photos, and then depending on the age, because the small girls don't have the breast, but as they grow up, definitely. So wanasema samaki mkunje akiwa mbichi. So this girl will remember as she grows that this is one of the places that I'm not supposed to be touched by anyone. And so we come to the vagina for the big girls, because we transfer through even to the secondary girls who are 17, 16, 15, 14. And so they understand, because these topics are being taught in class 6. But now when we go to those small ones, you just use the names that you use at home, because if I tell my class 1 girl, don't allow somebody to touch your vagina, the child will not understand. But if you use the terms like kwasusu, the terms that they know at home, they really understand and they never forget. And then we come to the bum, the buttocks. It's not supposed to be touched. That's also one among the private parts. And then you come to the boys. You teach them again that they're not supposed to be, nobody's supposed to play or kiss their mouths. That is one for the boy. And then you come to the penis. For the small children, when I go to them now, they tell me these names. So they say there are those who call dudu, some call madingding. So I don't know. so depending na vile unaenda and the age group that you get, and they just tell you, teacher, So we are learning, but it is fun at the same time because you learn these names. And then lastly, the bamba. So those are the places. Don't touch. Mtu asaili kuliguza in Kiswahili, and in English, don't touch. So when a child tells you, usiliguze yangu mimi, so the child knows these are the parts that nobody is supposed to touch, play, or take photos of them. Yeah.
So since you started, definitely, how was the reception, especially what you receive, especially from the parents also, how did their feedback? Yes.
So far, when I started, it was so hard. Not very hard, but hard in a way that to get, the girls used to come, but now the boys, they used to see, why would a woman talk to us on our private part, because of our culture. But as time goes by, the parents realize that even if they say, most of the parents, they fear talking about these topics because sometimes they really struggle on how best they can teach their children. But as time goes by and they started understanding exactly what is don't touch, because as much as you are here, probably your children, your nieces and your nephews, they are home. So unfortunately, 80%, that's what the research says, that 80% of people who we are close to are the ones who are defiling our children inside. Might. Yani chances here, our 80% to defile our children is very high.
So sad, huh?
And yani, sadly enough, these are the people we trust.
Yes.
The 80% of people we trust and we've entrusted our children, they are the ones who most likely defile or molest our children. That teacher, for example, that priest, that pastor, that house manager, and this is for both boys and girls, because we are not talking about only girls.
Yes.
Even boys, there are boys who can be molested. You send them to go to Kishagi, to go to Grace Kettle, but somebody somewhere has just been monitoring your child to see if there is somebody who's following them up. And so you may find that they are doing it for a long time. And so it becomes very difficult, especially for boys. The challenge that you are getting, boys don't open up.
Yes.
You know, the boys wonder if maybe the cousin to the father or even the father himself or even the neighbor does that too. The boy child wonders, is it right? Is it wrong? And the child is very confused. And therefore, Don't Touch has brought it so that they are able to tell. So when you go to ground and you meet them and you tell them it is wrong, that's when they come up and say, oh, okay. So all this time, whatever it has been done to me is wrong and it needs to stop. And this is the person I'm supposed to tell. So slowly by slowly, they now understand. So therefore, we do all that we call jukumu langu, jukumu letu. I'm lost. Yes.
Wow. Ebu nipatie tu vile mnavyofanya uko kwa ground. How do you normally do pale kwa ground?
So we always allocate we always do a research of the same, and then we go to the ground, and then most of the time I love music, I love dancing, and so every time we reach there must be a music.
Maybe to ask you, you normally target schools, apart from schools,
churches.
You normally go house to house, also community.
Yeah, house to house, even when they are playing.
Yes.
As long as I meet the children, the Don't Touch message must pass. Yes.
Now, kwa sasa, do you normally get support from maybe the chief, assistant chief,
so much,
the parents, you know?
So much, because sometimes we receive even calls from places like Mount Elgon, Trans Nzoia, Nandi County. I'm not reached there for Don't Touch initiative, but through my account, my Facebook account, so many people can find me and tell me there's an issue here. And once I introduce myself and I tell them, Don't Touch, there's an issue in your location. Is it true that there was a gun? They are very, you know, George Natembea, the regional of the Rift Valley, has really made it so easy for the interior, the ministry to be very easy. So once you introduce yourself, and for him, he's very vocal when it comes to child rights. And so for us, just interacting with the chief, them welcoming us to the ground, because they had all the right to say no, but them welcoming us to the ground and say you're welcome to pass this message. So there's great support from the wazee wa mitaa and even the parents, because if you want to, the reception that you feel, sometimes you reach at the ground and you get children more than 1,500. That's enough number for you to know that this is a message that the parents really want you to tell their children.
To pass, yes. So I'm really glad that at least unatoka nje ya Elgeyo Marakwet.
Kabisa.
You're not only targeting at Elgeyo Marakwet
Kabisa.
peke yake. That's amazing. That's amazing. So umesema you normally like doing passing the information through music.
Yes.
Yes, it's easy for them to
Understand.
through music. Unaweza tupatia tu kama music moja or how you normally do pale kwa ground. Tupe tu. Eleza how you normally what do you do?
So we have so many songs. I love music, and you know music. Even you, if I tell you right now to sing for me your class 1 song, you will sing very comfortable.
Naweza kumbuka producer, unaweza kumbuka hata nyimbo moja kweli yenye ulikuwa unaimba kitambo.
Even this, leave alone even the songs.
Even
the
ziko.
A B C D ngumu sana we. You know, these are the songs that we always sing, but in a stick kwa kichwa this very fast. And so when you go to the ground. Baada ya music kidogo, we dance to them. This is when we are dancing. We are not for us as teachers and for us as Don't Touch team. We are there to make them relax. You know, when they see, oh, that one is Teacher Barsu, and she's dancing. She's dancing, so it means that the ground is. Then they relax and they'll be able to open up.
They feel comfortable.
They feel comfortable to talk to you, and they tell you exactly what they are going through. And so there's this song. We always do. One is Usiliguze yangu mimi, usiliguze yangu mimi, hapa yangu, that is for the girls. Usiliguze yangu mimi, usiliguze yangu mimi, hapa yangu, usiliguze. You are supposed to sing hapa yangu. So you reply, usiliguze yangu mimi, usiliguze yangu mimi, hapa yangu, usiliguze, hapa yangu, usiliguze, hapa yangu, usiliguze, hapa yangu, usiliguze, hapa yangu, usiliguze. Kabisa. So that is
amazing.
So for those who are there for so many songs. Another one is Don't Touch Me Here. Don't touch me. Now I have already done for the girls, let me do it for the boys. Don't touch me, and you tell them they should know that nobody should touch them. So you tell them, don't touch me here. Don't touch me here. That is for the boys. Don't touch me here. And then you make them mention the people they trust. I will tell my mother. I will tell my father. I will tell the chief. I will tell the policeman. I will tell my mother, my father. Chunga sana. Yes.
Wow. So amazing. Amazing. Nice. Well, one of these 5 days I'll come there kwa ground, you know how you normally do it.
Karibu sana.
Wow. So maybe to ask what are some of the challenges that you're facing right now? As in, I know maybe it's now 1 year, right?
Yeah, 1 year.
Wow. How has been the journey? What are some of the challenges maybe?
Challenge mingi finances. Because my dream and desire is just to reach 047 counties. Because you know, a child is a child. You meet a child today. That's innocent child does not have race, does not have what do you say? Hana ile kiwango cha kusema mimi ni tajiri, maskini, ni mwanasiasa. So a child is just innocent. And therefore, Don't Touch initiative is a desire that I really pray that one day we'll have 047 all over the country. And so challenge, so the challenge here is finances, because we really want to reach so many children so that they may know. And number 2, we also have so many cases. So many cases, I'm telling you, Hensi. There are so many cases of defilement. Children are being defiled inside, but they don't know who to tell. The parents out there, some, I know they are good parents, but there are some parents who are finishing this thing in my native language, you say kipka. You find themselves exchanging cows, goats, and some maize, gorogoros like this. But my message to them is just to tell them. I always tell them, serikali imara. These are our children. And so the challenge when sometimes you get you are being called that there's an issue here, then you go to the ground to try to find out there's no evidence. And so another one, the most challenge also is our evidence, which sometimes, you know, for a case, to proceed somewhere.
Yes.
We've got a lot of evidence, and therefore I really believe that there should be a lot of sensitization in these barazas. We are not saying that this thing to happen, but in case it happens, what are you supposed to do? Your child has been defiled today. What are you supposed to do as a parent? Do you even wash those inner clothes? No, you are not supposed to wash them.
No.
You are supposed to report to the police station, and then they'll take you for the P3 and all those procedures.
Yes.
Because once you've cleaned your child, you've cleaned the clothes, the evidence will just imepotea. Alafu unapata mtu anasema hata hatusaidiki. You know, the parents need to know that nobody should convince them.
Yes.
Why would somebody convince you with a sheep and they have just messed your child's life? Because unfortunately, sometimes these people might end up infecting our children. These are small children. They'll grow up. One time they meet boyfriends.
Yes.
And you can imagine the kind of the infection they can take from one person to another in case it happens and the child does not even know. Even the girls who are, for example, in secondary school. That's why for them it's don't touch. They should not engage in these sexual affairs. They should leave it. They should leave it and just concentrate with the education.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There are diseases out there.
Yes.
There are so many bad things. And so it is our collective responsibility. That's why I always say, ni jukumu langu, ni jukumu lako, ni jukumu letu. Kuhakikisha kwamba tumemtunza mtoto huyu wa kisichana na wa kivulana. Na sisi as parents, we should be ready to listen to these children. Especially mamas and especially the mother. The mother, you are 80% home. The child comes to you and you're washing. Mama, I wanted to tell you something. And you just say, ngoja kidogo nimalize kuosha. Do you think this child will come back and tell you, Mama, somebody touched me, my private part yesterday? The child will just say, no, let me just keep quiet. If my mother cannot listen to me, if my grandmother cannot listen to me, if my aunt cannot listen to me, then it's better I keep quiet. And once this child is quiet, then you are encouraging this person who's defiling your child to do it. Because there are cases, you hear of a girl who been defiled when she was young in primary school. Reaching secondary, this girl realizes, oh my God, all this time that this was being done to me since I was in class 1 is wrong. Imagine all those years. So parents should be very careful because the world is a different place.
Wow, wow, wow. Ni jukumu langu, ni jukumu lako, ni jukumu letu.
Yes.
Amazing. What a wonderful message. Now, so far so good. Umepata sponsorship or any partnership or whatever, people who want to say, I want to be part of this initiative. Yes. How is it?
So far, it's you know, when a child is born, the child must crawl, then steps, and then walk, then run.
Definitely.
So we are at our baby steps, and we are just finishing registering the organization. But we really thank God because most of the friends, you know, that's saying that just do it, you'll never know who's watching.
Yes.
And most of the friends who've been supporting.
Yeah.
Every time we have an initiative, we'll do what we call changa changa, nibambe na mia. For mtoto moja, so that we are able to reach ground. So far we've just been receiving from our friends, and more so they don't touch ambassadors who are in the team have really made a lot of sacrifice, because when you go to ground they're saying for our children, and majority are youth. They are youth. So they tell you, now that I'm home, let me just do this for our children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So kuna wale wenye mnafanya kazi pamoja, wale wamejitolea, those what do you call
ambassadors?
Yes. When you anaenda huko kwa ground, huko village, huko ndani, you know, because I realize that most people are suffering huko ndani, and they're keeping quiet. You've heard about rape cases, kiongezeka, defilement, all those type of cases, and it's a very good initiative. We want to put it out there. Ifikie kila mtu, because this is an issue that has been there, and I know we've been trying by all means also to create that awareness, but also pia nimefurahi the fact that umeongeza bocha hapo ndani. You get, and it's a very nice initiative. Now, if people want to find you, people want to partner with you, because I'm very sure there is someone out there who is watching, who wants to know what type of initiative it is, iko wapi? How do we get you?
This initiative is in Elgeyo Marakwet. I'm based there. So they can contact me through my number.
You can give out the number?
Yes. 0724 841 843. 0724 841 843. Viola Barsuda.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Wish you all the best, and we'll be partnering with you. Very soon tutakuja pale.
Asante.
Na tutafanya mambo.
Kweli.
And I also urge the county government of pale huko Elgeyo Marakwet huko pale wafanye jambo pia. They support you, you know, because you're doing an amazing job pale.
Shukran.
Amazing Viola. So apart from don't touch, pale kwa ground kufundisha watoto usiguze mdomo. No, unasema
Usiliguze mdomo. Wasiguze mdomo.
Yes. Apart from that, unafunza nini pia?
Tunawafunza pia usafi. Kwa wasichana tunawafunza kutumia sodo. Those are the sanitary towels. We do a lot of sanitary distributions because we really want to thank the government. They are really, when they are supplying it in school, it's really working. Because to say the truth, when you go to the ground, this sanitary pad is 50 shillings. So the parents will wait. Do I buy this girl a sanitary towel or a gorogoro, please?
Maybe it's definitely. That's what parents will opt.
Yes, will opt to. So it's become very difficult for these young girls to be able to understand. So we also teach them on how to use, how to dispose. Number 2, we teach them on their beliefs. There are those who are Muslims. They follow the wafuate itikadi za Kiislamu. Kama wewe ni Mkristo, fuata zile dini ambayo inakufanya ufanye kama Mkristo na ukae kama Mkristo ama ukae kama Muislamu. And then we really emphasize on the education, and we tell them, you know, for them, education is free primary education, almost free secondary education. So what does it mean if the government has really pumped all the resources and there are no children? So the lengo kuu ni kusisitiza kuwa, yani sisi wote kama wazazi tunawaangalia, serikali inawaangalia, because hawa ndio kizazi kijacho, and therefore it is all about a child. What is it that can make this child be better? Be better. Yes.
So proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Proud of you. Na maybe kabla hujamalizia. So far so good. Uko na kasenta hivi yenye umetenga kwamba watoto watakuwa wakikuja pale uweze kuwa train, or where do you normally hold this?
We always go to villages. Once the schools have been closed, that's when we have sessions in different locations. In different locations where we can reach them, because the Elgeyo Marakwet is big, and so we just have to go to sessions where the children from different locations will meet at different in a school or in a church. But also I always say, don't touch team is this team that we are so ready. As long as it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, we are ready to come to your place. So if you can group your youth and children, we are willing to come anywhere in the country.
Wow, amazing. And maybe to tumalizie, naweza tupatia your final remarks and anything else you feel like you want to say. You can tell them.
So my final remarks, I'll talk to parents. Everything that we do, it all goes back to the parent. What are your roles? You've been given this child and you're supposed to take care of this child. I know that sometimes I always tell you that kweli economy ni mbaya, lakini mtoto lazima akue ule first priority. And so we should be the listening ear to our children. We should really guard what these children with, yani ukwe na ule wivu wa kumchunga mtoto wako. And so much so you really need to know who are the 80%, because the 80% that I'm talking about, if you are 8, if you are 10 in the house, the 8 that are inside there are most likely to defile your children. And so you need to, usiweke trust sana. Wewe unaenda sokoni, unaenda shambani na unasema nimewaacha watoto sijui na nani. You need to come back every day and you ask your children, how did you spend your day? Maybe mtoto akamwambia nilienda kuchunga ng'ombe, alafu nilipofika kwa ng'ombe kuna nani alikuja akaniita, alafu, and then you'll find maybe there's this somebody who's been tracking your child. And therefore you'll be able to know something is not right. Ama mtoto anasema, mom, ninaendanga huko kwa duka nani ananipea kila siku sweet. Why is this person giving your child sweet every day? You need to ask. You know, it started somewhere because these children are being defined in silence. Na kwa sababu sisi kina mama tuna ule wakati we end up losing watoto wetu unapata hata mtoto anakuwa depressed na asemi ataambia nani, and you are not there. And so even to churches, to schools, my dream is just to one time we'll have, you know, Don't Touch is not about teaching children about sex. We are teaching them about safety. We don't even talk about, you know, people say that is sex education. No, we are teaching them about safety. Because if we don't do it, who will? How many cases are we handling every day? You see of all grandfathers raping 2-year-old girl. What is it that this 2-year-old girl has that he didn't see in a woman? Are you seeing where we are having challenges now? And so it is something that we need to talk about it. All the county governments, the government of Kenya also, and I really thank God because in the Ministry of Education, in Elgeyo Marakwet and Teacher Service Commission, they have really supported this program because you know, they in every act for especially for TSC, child comes first, and so it is something that if we really take good care of these children, we'll really have good results. But if we don't talk about it and we keep on putting under the carpet, what kind of a generation are we raising? Very soon, there'll be 20 years and you wonder why my son does not want to get married. Why is it that my daughter does not want to get married? Kumbe, somebody has been defiling your children all through and you're wondering. So your child grows up being bitter. And you know, this is an habit. Especially when you go to the ground and you find these cases, you find the boy saying, Pengine, unfortunately, he was molested. And you know, as the boy grows up, he does not know, is it correct? Do I really need to look for another boy? Or do I really need to look for another girl? You know, the boy gets confused. Am I a girl? Am I a boy? And the person who's doing that is the person this child knows. Are you seeing now that why we really need to come out and speak about this?
Yes.
It is no longer about ati tuseme chini imetosha tushike sasa microphone na tufunge leso kina mama na wazee na ili tuweze kuchunga kizazi, because we are losing it.
Wow.
To say the truth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And also maybe to add on top, if you are out there and you want to be part of this, maybe you want sanitary towels, probably you want to donate, anything that you feel it will assist this initiative, get in touch with her. Call that number. Natashukuru sana.
I would really want to thank you, Ezi,
Yes.
for hosting me today. This is one of the media, is one of the yani ile njia ambayo wazazi wengi wanaweza kuiona.
Yes.
Na waweze kuiona ni si kitu ngumu, na ikiwa ngumu kuna zile charts you can even draw and teach your children that hapa ndio ile sehemu ambayo stahili kuguzwa na kuona. They can get me in my Facebook account. I'm Shakwe Barsulai, and when they reach there are so many teachings nimefanya pale ndani. And so my thanks goes to my friends pale Facebook, maana hawa ndio walikuwa wale ambao walinisupport kwa kwanza, na pia county ya Elgeyo Marakwet kunipa hiyo opportunity kuweza kuzunguka katika county na county tofauti pia napenda kuwashukuru. Also my thanks goes to Ministry of Interior, the chiefs, wazee wa mitaa, the parents, the friends who supported the program, and the Don't Touch ambassadors wengi ambao wako kule nje. God bless you for our children.
Amazing.
Pamoja tuwaweza.
Amazing. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And God bless you as you continue doing this amazing initiative.
So you're officially the Don't Touch ambassador.
Thank you so much. Nashukuru. I will.
Wewe ni don't touch
I will
ambassador.
do it
Yeah.
diligently, ama wanasemanga namna
Ni
gani.
hivyo.
Nashukuru sana. Maybe kabla tuja sign off, ulikuwa unasema
Kwanza wewe officially you are the don't touch ambassador.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And
Nashukuru
your
sana. I've been given that ambassadorial job.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'll
Na
do it
so,
diligently.
tukimalizia tunasema kwa sababu wewe ni ambassador,
Yes.
tunamaliza kwa kusema don't touch.
Don't touch.
Yes.
Tumalize pamoja.
Aya.
Eh?
Tunafanya don't touch. Usiliguze.
Let's do it once again.
Don't touch. Usiliguze.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, and share and subscribe. Don't forget to share and also subscribe. Nashukuru sana.
Thank you.
Amazing. Good.